And we're live. Last but least, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Liam O'Sullivan tonight. I'm ready to make decisions that will amaze and impress everybody in ways that you don't expect. I promise I'm not killing any of you, though. Not from me. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. I take it the phone probably doesn't answer, right? Mm. I have a very grumpy voicemail, and it's just Liam, and then it's click, and then it's beep, and then you have to leave a message because you don't realize it was so quick, and you're now recording a message. I'm sure. You made a mistake. Huh. Does Adrian? Oh, that's a smart way of going about it. Oh. Hmm. Question. Quick question. So, eh, yeah, I can't be bothered. Our pursuers. I'm spinning the tires in reverse as hard as I can. How's how's my boy doing? Is he winning this fight? Mm. Hmm. Hmm.
Behind Vaya,
Uh-huh.
you see these writhing forms unfurling that what you thought was the wall earlier
Mm-hmm.
is slowly spinning outward. You're not really sure what, but you know it can't be good.
Mm. Hey, maybe we should head to the other eyelid, huh?
Let's avoid the eye and maybe head away from it.
Away from here sounds good to me.
Okay, let's go. I would make sure I pull a couple more weapons since I just threw the two I had in my hands, and yeah.
So you're down 3. You had a set of
Yes.
6, so you have 3 left.
Yes, I know.
You can have the one you gave me back because I have a gun.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So as you guys are trying, kind of climbing out of this giant pit that is this eye, um, you come to stand on the top of a cliff, and you look down, and it's a sheer drop.
Great, love it.
Yeah, sure.
But you don't have time to think because those things that you saw unfurling earlier, Adrian. Yeah, they those massive lithe bodies that are they're coming towards you pretty fast at this
Hey,
point.
remember when we were floating through this abyss?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it again. Jump!
I will hesitate for a second, as long as the things aren't too close, and see if he just like plummets to the, or she just plummets to the ground, and then I'll decide what I'm doing.
Yeah, she starts falling.
Okay.
But
If-
there's stuff right behind you.
Okay.
Like you have seconds.
I will not jump off like her, but I will go ahead and try to like, I guess, get my fingers to turn into knives and use it as almost a grip inside. Because if we're thinking this is skin, my fingers should be able to pierce it to get myself a grip on the side.
Okay.
And that's what I will do. And if I can, I'll get down a good couple of feet. And if Adrian is still within sight, see if I can throw my chain down to reach her.
Free falling.
Go ahead and give me an athletics plus might roll to see how well you can
Channel
on the
your
fly,
inner
just hurry up.
Spider-Man.
Stab your
Yes.
hands and hang there.
I got 4 successes.
All right, you do it pretty well. Now give me another roll, athletics plus dex, to see if you can grab Adrian as she falls.
Okay. I got 1 success.
No.
Okay.
You managed to grab the gun out of her hand, though.
Oh. Okay.
Relieved of the only weapon she has.
Not the only weapon she has. She also has her mind. The deadliest
Oh.
weapon of all.
Oh, the
one
one that
that,
told her to
implied her
jump
to-
off of a cliff.
Look, she was floating for 5 fucking minutes. This is a nonsense world we're in, so maybe nonsense is the answer.
Maybe.
It's not this time.
But we'll figure out what happens there when we come back. So, Liam,
Hello.
you come to you're pulled from your driver's seat. You can hear metal rending. Your chest hurts really bad as you hear this metal being destroyed. And you're laid prostrate, hands out on your knees, head down. You feel like on each of your limbs, your wrists, your ankles, they're all being held in place by something. You're not really able to tell what. But you hear that familiar voice, the voice of your boss. I'm so glad you agreed to my deal. Now that I've fulfilled my end, you can fulfill yours. Tell me, Liam, what is it that you want?
I'm gonna lift my head up just a bit. Am I in pain?
Nope. You when you try to like pull against the restraints, they would get tighter and hold you down. Your neck's not restrained though, so you can kind of look up. You get a glimpse. All you can see are a massive cylindrical form that kind of coils around itself. It looks vaguely greenish, I want to say, but it's kind of dark. You can't get a good look.
You don't know me.
Oh, on the contrary, Liam. I know everything about you. The restraints on your arms and legs, they kind of pull you up and back into a sitting position. As you're pulled into this new posture, more limbs are kind of ushered up to meet your spine so it doesn't hurt being in it too long. So I'll repeat the question. What is it that you want?
Do they sound like the person I know, the person I once worked for quite a few years?
The voice is kind of all over the place. Like it starts off in that familiar pitch, and then it'll go to a higher note and then drop down to a lower, and then kind of it'll speak like in a double toned, like someone speaking over it.
To win.
But to win what?
I'm gonna shrug and sink into the limbs that are holding me up right now.
Now. I know what you want to win against. And I will need you to just be a little more specific.
Look, I need power.
And with that, this whole time you were staring at this massive cylindrical kind of form that coiled in front of you. You didn't see a face, but one of these black tendrils reach from the shadow, cups the bottom of your chin, and lifts your face upwards. As you lift it upwards, you see a massive face, easily 60 feet in the air. A toothy smile looks down back at you. Eyes slowly open from the darkness as shadow recedes. You're bathed in an eerie green light. Then, let's finish our deal. For power, Liam, I will give you. But in return, I want your divinity.
My divinity's a curse. Take it.
Then- So, when you say that, your boss kind of stands in front of you. The one you remember
Mm-hmm.
clearly. He holds his hand out, and as if for a handshake, and your hands are unrestrained at that moment. Like, so we have a deal.
My lip is shaking as I move up. If I sit up, do the tentacles ease off like a chair ready to receive me, or does it follow me?
They'll help usher you up because as you
Oh.
from what you're realizing, is these are the only things that you're touching in this area. You're completely at the mercy of, like, they can intuit what you want to do. So as you lean forward, they kind of push you forward, but you feel as if without these moving you would be completely in the void.
Right. And as I extend my hand to shake it. Do the tentacles help? Or they let me break off to do that?
They will fully let you break off to let you do that. As you clasp hands with your old boss, what are you doing? Are you doing anything certain? Staring him in the eye, looking behind him, closing your eyes? What's going on?
My boss had sweaty palms. I'm gonna see if they're sweaty like that. It's important for me to understand if this is really him.
Yeah, at first it feels just like him. He's got the sweaty palms. Uh the um as your hands clasp, those same black tendrils that were lifting your face up earlier, they sprout forth from his arms, wrapping around yours, crawling up your arm, up your neck. You can feel them, almost like leeches on your skin. They're slowly pushing their way up your face, into your eye,
My eye.
into your eye. As more of them are pushing into you, you're seeing your boss fade away slower. Eventually, he's gone, absorbed all the way through your hand that you were shaking him with. You're left alone in this black void. That toothy grin above you, still bathing you in that odd, pale green light. Nothing happens for a few moments, but then you hear the familiar sound of that rending metal. Your chest aches as lances of pain shoot through you.
Can I check it?
Yeah, opening your
So-
shirt where your birthright sat, embedded in your chest. It's being ripped out.
It's moving.
Slowly. Black tendrils are slowly pushing this out, piece by piece.
In pieces.
As one piece gets pushed out, gets absorbed, the pain doesn't stop. And it racks your body over and over again. As that familiar voice says in the back of your head, remember, you agreed to this. Then we're gonna go to Crystal. So, Crystal, last we left, you had fallen down a hole.
Life.
You had some rocks pile up on top of you, and a body was hanging over your face, dripping blood.
How far did I fall?
A good 50 feet.
Oh, okay.
But you're coming to now. Your face is kind of covered in blood. What are you doing?
Am I like under rubble?
Partially. It's not too much that you couldn't push it off or get out
Okay.
get out from underneath of it. It's not going to take any kind of feats of strength or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself on my feet and all the while trying to like wipe all the recently dead person blood off my face.
All right. So as you wipe the dead person blood off your face, You're looking around. It's still dark. You're only illuminated by the little bit of light that's streaming in from the top of the hole. Um, but what you can see is that you're in a part. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't come to the sewers last time. That was you
Yeah,
were
I
left
wasn't.
as collateral.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So, what you see is the sewer walls kind of they go up pretty high, like higher than what you would assume a sewer wall would be able to do.
Mm.
Um, and they kind of lead downward. You know that your way up is cut off. So your only way now is to proceed on through the sewers.
I know it's a long shot. I see my phone anywhere.
Did you have it out when you fell?
Yeah, I was carrying it as a source of light.
Right.
Yeah, assuming it would survive.
Give
Can I roll like a dex check so I put like held on to my phone as I was falling?
give, give me a Dex plus athletics.
All right. 4 successes.
All right, look, I need to know who fucked up with all these successes. All right, y'all put some kind of cheat code in.
I
on
cheated the
this
macros.
site.
Yep.
I'm not about it.
4 successes.
So you managed to keep it. You managed to hold on to it. But you don't have any service down here.
I mostly wanted it for a flashlight. So I'm just gonna turn the flashlight on so I can look around a little more clearly. And we'll start heading down.
All right, yeah. So
as I'm moving though, I'm going to draw my gun.
It's gone.
Of course it is. My holstered weapon is gone. My phone is still here. All right.
Hey, you grabbed your phone. You didn't. Two hands on the gun.
It's strapped to me. Anyway, all right. Well then, I'm gonna tell them I notice my gun is missing. I'm going to use my flashlight from my phone to try and see if my gun fell.
You don't see it.
Okay. Well then, I will just continue down slowly. And decide next time someone asks me to shoot them, I will oblige them.
An angel of death over here. So yeah, as you're continuing on the way, you kind of feel like you're supposed to go this way. Something's drawing you to this area. Is there anything special that you wanted to do?
Does it feel like, I guess, malevolent at all, or just
no? It kind of feels like the first time that you met your dad. That kind of holy embrace.
Is there anything special about the tunnels that I'm in? Or is it just plain walls?
It's just plain walls right now. But you do kind of see a break in the walls coming up.
Like if the tunnel turns, or
you're not really sure if it turns or if it's just like an alcove or something like that. But you do see something coming up. Approaching it as you get closer, that feeling of benevolence kind of floods the immediate area. Do you proceed further?
Slowly, but yes.
All right. Coming around the corner, you're greeted with that familiar, cocky grinned face of your father.
Why is it always you? Why do you keep showing up? You just
Hey.
hang out in sewers now?
If it wasn't for me, you'd be dead. How about a little fucking gratitude?
Did you catch me back there? Like,
Well, I made sure your head wasn't bashed in, eh? You fucking kids. The world's not gifted to you on a goddamn platter. You're just not happy. Now
what
look,
can I do for you?
the seals, Astrid, the seals. Have you looked into the God's forsaken seals, child?
Been a little preoccupied with not dying a bunch of times, so no, not yet.
The seals! You can handle the not dying part. I have faith in you. Check the fucking seals, child. Now, your brother's done run off and got himself in a right fucking mess. So the rest of your friends. Why are you here without them?
If I knew where they were, I would be with them.
You know, this kind of reminds me of how you got left behind as a kid all the time.
I mean, left behind, left. Same thing.
Anyway, I'll save us both a touchy moment. Follow this tunnel out. And then, what are you going to do?
Something about seals?
Please. There's one left.
Any other information?
If I interfere any further, I'm going to be stuck here with you all. And I do not want that.
Feeling is mutual. I will happen to know where Liam is. Any chance.
He kind of looks to the sky. He nods. Liam is no longer my concern.
2 seconds ago, you seemed pretty concerned with him being in trouble. At least concerned enough to bring it up.
Things happen fast.
What, did he die? He didn't die, did he?
Just look into the seals for me, Astrid. Be the one child of mine that accomplishes something. Do this for me, and I will reward you with whatever you want. A blank check made from divinity. That is what I offer you.
All right, well, you can't like mojo me out of here, can you?
Children are so lazy. He flicks you in the forehead, and suddenly you're in the passenger seat of someone's car that you've never met before. This person is just like, what the hell?
You can let me out over here.
What? This isn't an Uber, lady. Where'd you come from? Why do you
Very walks.
smell like that? Did you shit yourself? Oh my
Possible. I've never been
My-
teleported before.
God! He's gonna pull over and just kind of like roll his window down. Are you gonna get out?
I'm gonna get out and throw like a handful of like bills at him.
He's just gonna get out. He's like, the whole car's ruined. The whole, I just bought it. As you walk away, you realize you were teleported into the passenger seat of a Porsche 911. And he's just crying.
I've got slightly bigger things to worry about.
All right. You think about that, and we're gonna flash over to Adrian and Vaya. Hello, my lovelies. Last we left with you two, Adrian was falling, and Vaya was stuck to something while snake-like bodies were shooting out over top of her. What are you doing?
Are the bodies coming over the edge at me?
No, they're just going in a straight line over top.
Then I will continue to try to climb down.
All right. Adrian, as you're falling, did you want to do anything?
Well, first of all, she's gonna just try and make herself as big as possible, catch as much wind as possible. I noticed we had a momentum, so probably gonna spend that for a twist of fate. Kind of think
All right.
at this point.
What twist of fate would you like to spend
That's
it
a
on?
good question. I have literally no idea what's going on in this weird giant world we're in. I'm just gonna hope for something soft to land on, or some to break through to break my fall a bit.
All right. Give me a Dex plus Athletics roll, please. All right. So with 2 successes, you're able to realize that quite quickly with your advanced sight that the fall is just tall enough to kill you. But if you're willing to risk some minor injuries, you could slow your descent by throwing yourself against the cliff wall. So you try to go ahead and grab it. It's softer than you thought. You tumble, sliding against it, and manage to only take 1 bruising as you land.
Nice.
The bruising is from a twisted ankle, though. So
No!
you'll not be running anywhere.
I don't need to run. I never run.
Never.
Not once. Ignore the last.
Never once in your whole life, huh? So as you're doing that, Vaya kind of carefully slinks on down, Spider-Manning her way down the side of this cliff face. I love this. It's so great.
I don't want to talk about it.
Here's your gun back.
Oh, cool.
Sorry about that. I tried to get you.
Yeah, no, I saw. It's a very valiant effort. Thank you.
Maybe we should continue moving in another direction away from the wall.
Where is there to move to?
The cliff face comes out probably about a good 10 to 15 feet.
I have my cell phone. I will pull it out and hit the flashlight. What do I see? I mean, is there anywhere for us to go?
So as you approach onto the cliff face, and you look out into the immediate vicinity, it's a large cavern. Like it's pretty huge. As you are taking in the whole site, Adrian, this actually might be hard for you since your eyes perceive so many different things at once. But Vaya, you see large chain links that are connected to something. You're not really sure what, but it can't be good.
The chain links, are they slanted towards us or away from us?
Towards.
Okay, I want to get on the other side of whatever these things are holding.
All right. It looks like you could probably make it to a chain link. There's one that's probably a good 3 to 7 yards below you.
Okay.
You could probably get you and Adrian there.
I would do that then.
All right. So I'm taking you're gonna utilize your chain hand.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
So Vaya kind of like just manly picks you up in one arm, Adrian. Holds you close to her.
Okay.
Real tight.
Gotta do something here.
And she jumps off this cliff face. Again. It's only you only fall a few feet before you're yanked to a stop and then slowly descend onto this massive metal structure beneath your feet. It kind of leads up on an angle, like a sloping angle, towards the other wall.
Okay.
You realize you guys have been nothing but trouble since I met you.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Trust me. I know.
Okay, can you climb? Can you move? Or am I stuck clearing you this whole time?
No, I could probably do stuff.
Down or up? What are we doing?
I don't
Don't
want to go up.
fall.
There's where weird tentacle things going on, and that's not something I like.
Don't fall and don't jump off cliff edges again, please.
You just jumped off that. That's hypocritical of you, actually.
I had a plan and it wasn't just jumping.
I had a plan too. Mine just didn't work.
I start to climb down without her.
I'm gonna need you both to give me a Dex plus Athletics.
Okay.
Adrian, yours is gonna have a complication attached to it.
I had one success.
Yeah, two. All right. So you're both okay going down at first. Head down at a steady pace. As you get down, like you're getting down, it's getting colder.
You sure about this?
I'm not sure about anything right now. This is all just a bunch of stuff happening, and I don't know what's going on. You want to go back up? You want to? Maybe we should just hang out on this wall here, right?
Is it like painfully cold or just chilly?
It's just chilly right now, but you've only been walking for a good like
We're walking.
5 minutes, and you haven't
Climbing.
gone that far down.
Do I see ledges or anything that we could reasonably climb to?
So the chain goes directly in the middle of this cavern area. It will lead you directly down. There's one that, because the way that the thing that like it was kind of split off, like so one went up and one went down. So you could easily go back up or you could go back down. Up to you.
Continue going until it gets too cold for you?
Sure. Sounds fun.
That, or if the chains become more treacherous to climb, like if they start getting slick or anything like that.
We're gonna get to the point where our skin just freezes onto the chain, and then we're just stuck there.
Yeah, that sounds like great fun.
I'm ready for it.
Been there, done that. That hurt like hell. Let's.
Well,
not
you'll
do
be
it again.
fine. You'll be fine because you got metal hands. You just chink 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 chink. I'll be stuck there.
No, doesn't quite work that way.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you first then. Actually, I don't know which one of us is. I don't know. We keep going down. Is the main takeaway from that.
All right. Give me another athletics plus dex roll.
Yay. I just keep going to this.
This is bullshit.
I got 3.
I'm going to write a letter. Strongly worded letter.
I will say my dexterity athletics is 9 dice.
It's bullshit.
I think mine is 7, so.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make you guys roll other things now. You guys are cruising on down the chain. You're doing okay right now. It is getting colder at a steady rate. It's not unbearable yet, but it is getting pretty bad. You're about midway through. As you're midway through, you can kind of begin to see the full gravity of the place you're in. Turning around, the chain is linked to a manacle. The manacle is around a massive neck. The neck to a body. that disappears into the distance. So massive, you could not even fathom. Looking up, it's not as if you're looking upwards into a cavern. It's as if someone had taken the night sky, cut it into a sheet of cloth, and just laid it over top of this place. Any edge that you think should jut out or, give way to some kind of light reflection or something like that, it's absorbed by this night sky, almost like it's like a pool. But you can see that there is a path at the end of this chain. There's many paths all around. It's just trying to find the right one.
Okay. So the cold is bearable still. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep going down till we can get to one of the paths and try to figure out what the hell's going on and get out of here.
All right. As you guys keep proceeding downwards, give me another Dex Athletics check, please. Adrian, this one's going to be first for you.
3.
2.
All right. As you guys are getting further down, Adrian, you're finding it harder to concentrate because you already got to focus pretty hard to keep your vision steadfast. But with your ankle, the cold, trying to concentrate on not falling and everything else, it's a little bit harder for you. You start to stumble for a little bit, but you manage to keep it together just long enough to get to the bottom of the chain. At this point, when you reach the bottom, it's not unbearably cold, but you know that you probably shouldn't be in this for too long. Is there anything that you two want to do first?
Is the coldness seeming to affect me as bad as it is her?
No.
Okay. I will check out her ankle and see how bad it actually is at this point.
Intellect plus medicine.
Intellect plus medicine. Not my best, but I can try. I got 2 successes.
I give up. You guys win. I don't want to play anymore. This is boring.
We've won Scion. Thanks for watching.
I only rolled 3 dice and I got 2 10s.
So, it's sprained pretty bad. She should technically be in a splint, but right now, judging from what you know about Scions and what you've figured out for the last few days, you guys heal pretty fast. But again, you're not really sure if time passes the same down here.
Okay.
It's anybody's guess. You don't know where you're at. You don't know how you got here.
Nothing to make a splint.
I mean, you're largely surrounded by rocks.
Okay.
Rubble.
Okay.
You could probably, if you want to, shred up some of your own clothing. You could probably sheathe some of your clothes in or your daggers in your clothes and use them, and then use other scraps to hold it together as a makeshift splint. But it will take all the rest of your daggers.
Yeah, no, I'm not willing to get rid of my daggers. She can walk it off. I need weapons.
All right.
If it gets too bad, I'll consider that option. But right now, she can walk it off. I will tell her to go ahead and sit down, though, and I will walk around the immediate area and see if I can find anything that looks like a way out while
All right.
staying within sight.
Okay. As you kind of plop Adrian down and walk around, the immediate area is a barren wasteland. The further you get away, the more ominous it begins to get. You kind of get these dark thoughts in your own head. Your thoughts are pretty dark already, but you know, these ones are wholly unwelcome. They're kind of just like, you could just leave her. Actually, you know what? We're kind of hungry. You could eat her. Just one stab to the jugular vein along the left side of the neck. She'll bleed out in a minute. You know, bim bam boom, sure as Bob's your uncle. We could be having the other kind of white meat.
Definitely didn't think I was a cannibal. Okay. I will do my best to kind of shake that off. Try to focus in on our direct situation as much as I possibly can and my lack of weapons. I'll actually start fiddling with my weapons to like try to distract myself a little.
All right.
These darker thoughts.
As your hand reaches the hilt of your throwing knife, kind of like, we don't even need these. We are the weapon. Just, it'll be painless. We can just easily end it all. Hell, we could probably take that giant right there, too. He wouldn't mind a few chunks missing out of him, would he? Oh, I'm so hungry. It's been so long since I've eaten.
Definitely starting to question my own mental stability at this time, and just finding out I'm some kind of screwed up clone or something isn't helping with that.
We're gonna flash over to Adrian. Adrian, you're sitting there. You're kind of just looking around, and you see Vaya giving you some strange looks. And in the back of your head, you kind of get this voice. It's the voice of the father who raised you. You guys never got along. Always at each other's throats. She's gonna kill you. Look at the way that bitch is looking at you. Just take that gun. Take the safety off. Squeeze the trigger. Do it now before she gets too close. It'll be easy. Be a good kid. And do as your daddy says. Empty the whole clip.
Now, see, here's the problem. Whoever's doing that in her head obviously chose the complete wrong voice for that, because she lives to not listen to her parents ever again. That is the one thing that she will always do. She's just gonna get up and be like, we should leave, actually.
I agree. I'm hearing some odd things.
Uh-huh. Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Adrian,
Then about telling you to kill
Adrian,
you.
this is your
Nope.
Aunt Sarah.
Nope. Too late. Too late. You fucked it up. You chose the wrong voice the first time.
This is Aunt Sarah.
Oh no.
Just put the gun in your mouth and pull the trigger.
Okay.
We can be
cool.
together, Adrian.
Ah.
Come stay with me. I'm not too far away.
Hey, let's leave now.
Yeah, let's get going.
Help.
Who's talking to you? Because I don't know this voice.
Couple people. Nothing good. Let's leave.
Yeah, mine are kind of telling me to kill you. So let's move on.
Hey, they have that in common. Let's go.
We will try to find an exit as quickly as possible.
All right, so as you two kind of hobble run into the distance, we're going to switch over to Liam, my main man. So, as you're sitting here, or floating, whatever you want to call it, as pain is racking your body, you're just kind of looking down, watching as these pieces of your birthright are being pushed out and absorbed into shadow. What are you doing? Are you
Well,
just watching
how
intently?
painful is it? Do I need to make a
Um,
check for it?
Yeah, actually, give me a stamina plus composure check. Just to see how well you're holding up mentally.
Right. Let's try that one. Total 1 success. And I got a 0, and I rolled a 1 on the one that was a 0.
Oh, Ooh, I love it.
About as bad as it gets.
You love to see it. You're not having a good time. Mentally, you can't really comprehend what's going on. But physically, you know it's not pleasant. This is probably twofold what it was like getting the birthright. You feel it being ripped away, and it's not like, oh, he's just taking my birthright. No, he's detaching every part of divinity from your genetics. You realize now that you are becoming something wholly other.
Well, Liam's crying and smiling then. But he can't form words. He's screaming between the pieces that get chipped away and convulsing in the pain. It's wholly involuntary at this point. What do I see?
That weird smile, that weird toothy grin kind of follows you. And if you're looking up at the sky, just kind of having this done, it's looking down at you. If your face falls forward, it's looking up at you. You can't get away from it. It's staring at you. It looks like it's living this experience through you. And it's enjoying itself. For a moment there, if you feel like you're going to pass out, it's too much. Even for you. You've had the shit beat out of you plenty of times, but never like this. And as you're about to fade out, those wispy black tendrils kind of pull your face back up and hold your eyes open and hear a voice. Now. There'll be none of that. I need you awake for this. I need all of this.
No, she just needs rest.
There are no rest. You can sleep when this is done. Power
Okay.
comes at a price, Liam.
Yeah, I'm paying it.
Oh, not yet. We're about to dial it up. As you look down, the last few gears are wearing out of your chest. You feel the last bit of your divinity being stripped from your bones. Feel almost as if you could sink into yourself, completely your own. Nothing of your dad, nothing of your sister. Now, I've taken my part. If you can live through yours, then all the power you want is yours. Slowly, that coil of shadowed mass that was in front of you slithers forward. And as it uncoils itself, a body in what looks to be bits of pieces of bone proceeds forward. It's only human from the waist up. The rest of it is snake. It pushes itself forward towards you. Its face, a mash of humanoid and snake-like features, pulls up a clawed hand and plunges it into the hole in your chest. It stays silent, but the voice in your head continues on. This is your power, Liam. Survive and it's yours. I'm gonna need you to give me a stamina check. Or stamina and stamina plus survival check, please.
Can I use that momentum?
Or was it already used?
I think it was already used.
That's fine. Here's to hoping I don't die.
What you get? What you get? What you get?
Uh,
I already got one.
I got one success.
All right, that's all that matters, really. So, as you're sitting there, your arms are outstretched. You try to instinctively get this thing's hand out of your chest. Pulling against the restraints again, it just makes them tighter and pull back even harder. Slowly, not only does shadow pump into your body, snakes begin to crawl out of this thing's mouth. As it grabs you with its other hand and pulls your face, it puts its thumb right behind your jaw and its forefinger behind the other half and forces your mouth open, almost like it unhinged it for you. Your jaw is now dangling from your face with no control, and it just starts to vomit these snakes from its mouth into your own. At first, you start to choke, you start to gag, and then they start to go into your nose. You can't breathe.
Okay. Right.
Give me another stamina plus survival check, please.
as I'm suffocating on snakes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hate it. Stamina and survival, you said?
Yes, sir.
And that'd be 4 successes for you, sir.
Ah, all right. So somewhere deep down, you find some kind of iron in your soul that you forged yourself. Nobody else but yours. You hold on to that, and you kind of like you stare at this thing. Like at first, you're like kind of shocked, like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" And then you just kind of stare this thing in its eye, and you're like, "Is this all you got?"
Yeah, I picture I'm in the ring with them.
Yeah, and it's like it's coming. It's in like going in your nose. You feel them slither around your ears,
Holding my
just
breath.
kind of coiling around everywhere. Um, as you're sitting there, you're fighting through it. Eventually, it stops. It pulls its hand back from your chest. Now, now we're going to play a game. You see, here's the true part. Liam, let's try that power out of yours, shall we? I know you're tired. Sleep. Sleep is so close for you now. But first, he waves his hand, and all your coworkers from the bar are standing in front of you. They're all in chains, but they're unmistakably the people that you worked with. These are the people that you have memories with. You have spent a good portion of your life with these people.
Years.
Liam, to seal that power to yourself, I want you to end their suffering. And the snake form kind of slinks around, its tail wrapping around itself, coiling back up. And it sits there and it watches again. The tendrils release you. Your chest now has a black, throbbing spot of shadow. The veins of the shadow kind of press out into your chest in different marks.
They're chained? They tied up?
They're chained.
Can they see me?
They're all of them are making eye contact with you.
First thing, first in the list. His name's Trevor. He's younger than me. I got him hired at Club Lotus for a recommendation after I started for a couple years, but he was 17 when we first met. 19 now. I'm gonna walk up to him and say, I have to get you out of here. I'm gonna examine him for wounds. Is he hurt?
It looks like he's got some abrasion around his from where the manacles are.
No wounds? I'm gonna ask him. I'm scanning him for bruises. To try to get a clue on how they got here in the first place, actually.
What
Is
are you
it clear?
asking?
How'd you get here?
He's
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna
look
look him in the
frantically
eye,
around
but
like, what are you talking about? We've always been here. Now, Liam. End the suffering, or don't play at all. It's not nice to play with your food. Manners.
It seems you're the one playing games. I won't have it.
Oh, but you'll have the power. We're all playing a game. It's just I'm playing mine better. Now, bind the power to yourself and end their suffering. Or, and a serpentine tail kind of wraps around Trevor's neck underneath the collar that's holding him and pulls his head back. Or, I'll do it for you. Your choice.
I'm gonna look at the rest. How many are there, do you think?
7.
7. I'm gonna whisper to Trevor. You were good to me. I can't let you see this. So will you do you first? I'm gonna put a hand around his throat.
All right. Are you going to choke him out or attempt
Yeah,
to?
fully, yes.
All right. As you kind of grasp your hand around his throat,
This will be the first time I look him in the eye.
you notice as your fingers close on around him, your hand, your whole arm, just kind of, the veins get darker. It looks like the fingertips are stained a dark black. Going forward, your hand kind of, you feel it like it's warm, resting against his skin. You can see his skin start to crack and burn. He starts to scream. But as he starts to scream, that serpentine tail wraps around his mouth. And he's like, no, I'll have none of that. You can do this quicker, Liam. Suffocating somebody or choking them out usually takes around 6 to 7 minutes to fully kill them. I've done this before. Don't ask. Long stories. But think about it and then do.
I'm gonna try to break his neck then.
All right. As you think about it, you think purely on that. Give me a might plus close combat roll.
Two successes from 8 dice being
right.
rolled.
So, I gave you a +3 enhancement to this because of your new ability. So pretty much your arm looks super jacked with shadowed muscle. And you just kind of squeeze, and his neck, you just hear a loud pop noise. And as you do, you see for a few seconds that his eyes still register what's going on. Looking you directly in the face.
Is he on the ground?
No, his head's still in, his neck's still in your hand. The power that suffused your arm won't allow you to drop him. He's just kind of staring at you. His head starts to shake back and forth, rolling all around in your hand. Then eventually it starts to melt. But as you're watching this happen, you feel something solidify. Like the last piece of a puzzle snapping into place to make the whole picture. Like the serpentine figure said, this power is now yours. And then you wake up.
Where am I?
You're in your bed at your house. Trevor's body is on your floor.
Am I in pain? I'm gonna look at my chest first thing.
Oh yeah, your body is racked with pain.
Right. Gaping wound in my chest? Is it this new thing?
It's this new thing.
Right. Bloody corpse?
No,
Headless corpse?
no, broken neck corpse. But we're gonna let you think on that, and then we're gonna go back to Astrid. So, what have you been doing?
Walking around smelling bad, apparently.
I mean, you did just get teleported out of a sewer.
Yeah, I don't know, probably intermittently trying to call people. See if I can find anyone. Because I know I need to look for seals. I wouldn't know where to start to look for seals. As I'm okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
As I'm saying that, I think I'm gonna head back to William's apartment to do some research on seals.
The what department?
The seals.
What department?
No, I head back to Liam's apartment.
Oh.
Maybe people will show up.
Oh. Well. This is going to be good. So. You head back to Liam's apartment. As you come into the block, a sense of foreboding is oozing out of this place.
I've just nothing to do with me.
When I say oozing, I mean like it feels like you just shouldn't be here anymore. But you're coming up to the door. You don't have a key, and it's locked. Are you gonna knock?
Yeah, I'm gonna knock.
Liam, it's been a few hours.
Where's the body?
It's at the foot of your bed in your bedroom. You haven't walked out into your living room yet.
Am I dressed?
No, you are stark naked.
Aye. I'm gonna put the chain up and open the door.
So wait.
Chain up on the door and answer it without
Okay. So little tidbit. As you walk from your bedroom into the living room, there's 6 more bodies just kind of posed about in funny little poses. The bartender, she's sitting there at her head's kind of leaned down like this, her hands up like this. She's got a glass glued to her hand, and it looks like a string is hanging from the ceiling, holding her hand up like this. Blood's just dribbling out of her mouth. Two bodies are just laid on the floor, headless. Those are the it looks like the other bodyguards at the other doors. And then there's one that's laid on your couch. Its limbs are, wait, no, it's not. It's not its limbs. Its torso is facing the wrong way than its legs are. And then, in your kitchen, somehow, this motherfucker has managed to pose a body like it's digging in your fridge, just letting the cold air seep out into the into the kitchen.
Okay,
But
not using
again,
the
you hear
chain,
the
not answering the door. I'm going to approach. Are my keys still in the bowl on the table by the door?
Mm-mm.
I swear I always leave them. Look through the peephole. Who is it?
It's Astrid.
That's not meat here. I'm gonna call through the door.
But are you okay? I
I
kind of
have a
got no.
guest. Yeah, he sounds in pain. I have a guest over.
Uh, can can you just come out here and talk to me for Dad said you were in trouble, which for us is usually pretty bad.
I'm gonna glance back at the dead bartender and say, she wouldn't like it if I left, and I'm not dressed.
Huh. Um. Okay, where do you want to meet?
Pick a place. Be there in 30.
I'll text you, I guess.
You get no response.
I'm just gonna stand there for a second, listening.
Yeah, you probably hear a loud crash as I move a body out of the refrigerator so I can find something to drink. Liam is absolutely panicking. The first plan is to blame it on his enemies, and maybe try to loop his friends into solving this problem for him. But he's afraid they're going to try to get other people involved that'll quickly see through the bullshit. So plan B right now is to drink, meet Astrid in 30 minutes, and see how it goes. And just leave all the bodies. All
Right,
of them.
well, let's catch the other two party members up. Adrian and Vaya. Last time we checked in with you two, you guys were having thoughts about killing each other. How you dealing with that?
Either way. Not dealing with it. Yeah.
Vaya's almost doing the opposite. She's telling you exactly what these voices are telling her to do.
Cool, thanks.
Just scalp the blonde hair and wear it as a wig. It'll look beautiful.
Yeah, now they think I should be a blonde.
Stop, please. Let's just leave, please. I just want to leave. I just want to get out of here. If there is a way out of this hell dimension, I don't know which way we're going. Which way are we going?
There is only one way that you can see that all the paths converge on. It's a it looks to be a door, but it does have a figure standing next to it that you can now make out as you're running up on it. They were obscured earlier by bits of the chain that kind of hung it away.
Cool.
As you both approach, hobble running, the figure turns around I didn't see you come in.
We were just
We
leaving.
kind of fell in. Who are you?
I'm the guard.
Wonderful. Can you let us out, please?
No one leaves Tartarus.
Tartarus.
Fuck me.
Why are we in?
You people are so much more trouble than it's worth at this point.
Why are we in Tartarus?
Why are you in Tartarus?
No fucking idea.
Fuck off. So what are we gonna do here?
I don't know. What are you going to do here?
You're not part of this conversation anymore. We're off to the side.
He followed you. He's so let me explain how this guy's like. He's a good like 7 to 8 feet tall.
Mhm.
Kind of real skinny, but he's wearing what's it called? I'm sorry. He's wearing like robes. So you can't really see how skinny he is, but looking at his ankles, the man has no meat on his bones. And as you guys kind of moved away, his back kind of extended oddly and just kind of leaned over as you guys walked away. Where are you going?
Why do you care?
What are you doing in my waters?
Does he look intelligent?
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I fucked myself up. All I can think of is old Greg right now. I'm old Greg!
Oh my gosh. No. Cease.
It's hot in here. I'm sorry. He looks intelligent. Like
Okay.
Do you know what personal space is, buddy?
there is no personal space. This is Tartarus.
Can we leave though? Is the thing? I mean, you
No
don't
one
want to,
leaves Tartarus.
but you don't want us here. You're asking us why we're here. We don't want to be here. So like, what's the deal here? Also, why are you following us? That's just rude, honestly.
This is my personal space.
Oh, it's your Oh, so now you care about personal space. Gotcha. Understood.
I'm
We
glad
would-
we understand each other.
We would be glad to leave your personal space if you just let us out, and then you wouldn't have to deal with us anymore in your personal space.
No.
How
Fuck
does
off.
his like center of gravity look? Does he look like he has fairly good balance?
Well, the thing that was 8 feet tall has now extended itself to probably like 10 to 12 feet to kind of eavesdrop on you. Its
Okay.
feet are still firmly placed on the other side where it was originally standing. It didn't actually walk, it just extended its torso to follow you and Adrian.
Okay. I turn back around to it. Darling, is there any way you could just give us 5 minutes? We just need to talk and then we'll be out of your way.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
What is a minute?
Jesus.
I will inform you when a minute is when these 5 minutes are up. And we'll tell you what we spoke of, I promise.
No one leaves. Kind of shrinks back. No one's put in Tartarus without a goal.
What we do?
Adrian, I really don't like Liam right now. Just so you know, whoever the fuck he agreed with, I'm not good with this.
Yeah, no, that guy sucked. It was the tentacle guy. You remember the tentacle guy, right?
You mean the club owner?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, those are the same tentacles. And he sent us to fucking Tartarus, apparently, and I guess we're standing on top of a Titan. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. Next choice. Do I try to kill the guy over here?
I mean, I don't really see any other option for us right now. We gotta get out of here. I am losing my goddamn mind.
Do I still hear the voices?
No, as like once you got into this guy's vicinity, the voices kind of receded.
Okay. I am going to try to walk over and persuade this gentleman to consider letting us out.
All right. Go ahead and make your roll. Actually, tell me what you're saying first, and I'll let you know if you get an enhancement.
Okay, so I'll walk over to him, and my persuasion is primarily done through sexuality, so this is going to be extremely interesting. Darling, who put you in the position to guard this here door?
I was made for this door.
Don't you get bored?
No.
You don't, not at all. You don't look for other sources of entertainment?
No.
She will walk towards the door to see what kind of reaction he has as she walks kind of around him a little.
As she tries to sidestep him, no, like he doesn't move to stop her.
Okay. She'll
But
walk.
as she
Go ahead.
keeps walking, how far will she take it?
To the point where she's like a couple feet past him. She's trying to see if he has any type of reaction to her going to the door.
Nope.
Okay. Do I see any runes, symbols, anything like this on that door?
Yeah, it's covered in runes.
Can I try to understand them?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an occult plus cunning roll, please.
Cunning and occult. Okay, this will be fun. I got 1 success.
All right. You know that these runes are this gate is a pathway from Terra Incognita, which you know to be as everything other, and the real world.
Okay. Maybe you can help me, darling. You wouldn't know anything about these seals, would you?
I'm just the guard.
Is there anyone else we can speak of? Because we really got to get back up to the surface. We got to get back to our mission.
Maybe you should handle that.
So who do we speak to? Are you the person that decided this?
Maybe you should speak to Tartarus.
And I'm assuming that's the person I just stabbed in the eye over here.
Probably.
Wonderful. She will. You know, you could just let us out and no harm, no foul. We don't do much damage down here, and we're only a nuisance for you.
You stabbed the Cyclops in its only eye.
Unfortunately, yes. It kind of freaked us out a little.
I'm sure being stabbed in the eye freaked it out as well.
Hmm, I'm sure.
No. No one
Okay.
leaves.
I really didn't want to do it this way. I'll look at Adrian and kind of shrug. I will do, I guess it would be close combat, assassination, and try to take this guy out.
Oh, you're gonna kill him. All right.
There's not much choice. So try to kill him.
Go ahead.
Okay, what am I rolling? Close combat and might?
Dexterity.
Dexterity? Okay. And do I get anything extra for the assassination?
Yeah, you get an enhancement. So you get like a +1.
Okay, so that would give me 4 successes.
All right. Are you doing anything certain, like using your birthright or anything like that?
I would be using my birthright. I would try to essentially take it down with my chain, to bring its head to the ground or closer to the ground so I could get to the throat and slit the throat. If the creature's looking at me from the front or from the back, depending on how I'm actually positioned with these guards.
All right. So as you grapple it with your chain and yank its head down towards you, um, bringing your knife down towards it, it kind of dodges out of the way. That's no fun. What do you want to do? Adrian, what are you doing, by the way?
I don't know. I don't know. This while the thing's distracted, she's gonna try and open the door.
I mean, the gate it's open.
Oh well, then we leave.
So you're running, making a move towards the door.
Yeah.
All right. As you're walking towards the door, Vaya, you have the thing grappled, so it can't really do anything other than entertain you at this moment. Um, all right. Do not see this happening this way.
I can't really think of another way it could have happened, to be
Neither
honest.
can I.
Just gotta kill him. What else is she gonna do?
It's my solution to most things. You should have figured this out.
Literally,
You
could have
should
talked to him. You
You
could
should
have.
always assume.
Never mind. Never mind. We'll go into this after the game. Give me a. So you're just rushing headlong into the gate, right?
While this is happening, if I can, I'll take my 3 daggers I have left, and try to pin this thing to the ground with the daggers as well.
All right. First, Adrian, you're gonna give me a intellect plus stamina roll.
Here's intellect and here's stamina. 1.
Oh, that's gonna be fun for you. In one moment. And then Vaya, you're gonna give me a athletics plus dexterity roll. And you're gonna give me that twice.
First one's 4 successes. Second one is 2 successes.
All right. So you see Adrian run past you, or kind of hobble past you as you're dealing with this. He's like, "Hoof, hoof," goes to the gate. Adrian, as you fall through this gate, you notice you're falling because there's nothing underneath you anymore, and things are just flying by you as you're falling through nothingness. You're not really sure when you're going to stop. You know you've only been in here a few seconds, but you're not really sure how long you've been falling or how fast you're falling now. Eventually, you kind of you remember those wings that embraced you the last game
Yeah.
and tore you out of the hellacious center that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of see them in front of you again. It kind of like looks quizzically at you, cocks its head. It's just kind of falling with you, just looking. You're not supposed to be here.
I'm well aware. How are you?
I'm alive. Which is more I can say for you.
Yeah. I probably died like. How long have I been in here? A couple hours? I don't know. 5 minutes? A little while. I think I died a while ago.
They'll kind of like touch like poke you in the middle of your chest, and everything stops falling.
Didn't like that.
As you look down, there's just it looks like a massive battle is going on underneath of you. This is what your parents do while you are in the world.
They fight?
Constantly.
That sounds stressful.
But if you look closer, they fight to keep the world safe.
That's very good of them, I guess. What's that have to do with me in this moment?
It shrugs and is something I could show you while you're here.
It's very interesting. What are they fighting? Is that the Titans?
Yeah, if you look down, you could you don't even have to make a roll. You can quite easily pick out that the Titans are rallied against the you're not really sure what the hell they're fighting. But it looks like the Titans massively outnumber them, but their superior numbers mean nothing because they're getting decimated left and right.
Wow.
It only takes a few of them to hold millions back. This will go on for a few hours, and then we'll be okay for a few months.
Good.
You can feel that finger that was still pointed in your chest starting to draw something, but you're not really sure what it is. Allow me to guide you out.
I would appreciate. Oh, and my friend, if you could.
Trip's only good for one. Pokes you in the symbol it just drawn. Next thing you know, you're being flung into a street. An empty street. It's nighttime. Also, back to Vaya. With your 4 successes, you pin his cloak to the ground. With your 2 successes, you manage to unloop the chain and start to fall back. You didn't quite get it all the way unlooped as he grabs part of it and he's holding you in there. He's like, we could have been friends.
You weren't going to let me leave, dear.
He just lets the chain go and stands up, pulling the knives off of the thing. Looks down at you. But I didn't stop you.
But how could I trust you weren't going to? You are a tad bit taller than me. And you seem to be able to control the movement of your body quite well. Sorry, I've had a rough couple days. Not in a trusting mood.
Have a good trip, Vaya.
You know me.
I know all of the scourge that call themselves Scions. He'll walk over and he taps on the metal casing that holds one of the chains to the wall. And you notice the chains start to disintegrate. We could have been friends. I've been betrayed by the gods for the last time. I released Tartarus from his bonds.
Oh, frig.
The Titans shall walk the earth again.
Can we talk about that?
He just kind of waves his arm, and you're thrown into the portal. Last thing you see is this massive form rising from the ground.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
As you're deposited out on the street next to Adrian.
We need to get the fuck out of here. Now.
What? We just got out of here.
I know! Move. Tartarus is free. Move.
Cool.
I instantly pull out my phone and I dial Astrid.
All right. As you try to dial Astrid, your phone is off.
Like out of power off or like
Out of service off.
oh. Okay, do we know where we are?
You are right outside of Club Lotus.
Fuck that place.
What a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
Weird.
Just so odd.
I mean, we're right around the corner from Liam's apartment, so
Yep.
we can check, see if they're there.
Yeah, we'll run over to Liam's apartment.
Weird place to pick. I just think it's pretty random, that's all.
I know Astrid's there. I'll know
Yeah.
Astrid's there, so yeah, we're going back there.
It's not like it's like the hub where we're supposed to meet or anything. I never said that.
They left me napping, so
Yeah, we know Astrid's there. I have no freaking clue where you are. Yeah, we're going to your house to see if Astrid's
7 other bodies.
Some bodies are there too.
Yep.
What are you doing in my waters?
Right. Well, how's the timing? Am I still getting dressed?
They get out probably right as you're like they're coming barreling in as you're probably walking like or locking your door.
Yeah, I'm definitely locking it. What's the weather like outside here? What time of year is it in Eden?
It is now. It's just becoming fall. It's actually it's probably near the end of October now. It's been a long time since you guys began your journey. Yeah, the air's kind of crisp. It's got that cool breeze. The leaves have all changed their colors, starting to fall off the trees now. The sun is fully set. Plenty of stars in the sky. And yeah, you got that nice cool air to keep your senses alive.
Keep the bodies from smelling. That was what I was
do
thinking
take it
about.
your apartment has heat in it.
It did, and I'm not putting it on at any point. I'll be cranking it down before I leave, and put on a light jacket.
All right.
When I see these people down the hall as I'm leaving, is that?
Mm-hmm.
Liam, we need it in your apartment. Let's go.
It's not happening.
As you guys encroach on Liam, you get that incredible sense of foreboding.
Don't care at this point. We need to get something for Adrian's ankle. Let's go. We need it in your apartment.
Adrian,
not
your
happening.
ankle's weirdly okay.
And why is it not
Weirdly
happening?
okay, she says. More importantly, apparently Tartarus is loose,
Yes, we have problems.
which
All right,
is
well, take me there.
Good luck with that. We got kicked out of there.
we ran out of there.
I
Because
got
of
freaking
stuff.
kicked. He hit me out of there.
Why did you get the fucking let out? I had to run.
Has Astrid messaged me and told me where to meet her?
Oh, yeah, I sent you a message to meet at the bar that's right down the street. A smaller bar than,
Right.
the nightclub.
Can we just. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna pull up my phone and show it to my friends here. Meet at the Impala.
Vaya takes a deep breath. She's like, you guys are so much trouble.
You've no idea.
I'm kind of just taking it minute by minute at this point.
By the way, you might want to read your aunt's letter before we go much farther, just in case we all die. And why are we going to this place? Is this where Astrid is, or is she still asleep in your apartment?
She told me to meet her there.
At where? At the bar?
You have to take me by the hotel real quick.
Oh God.
First.
Who?
You. You're driving. You're taking me by my hotel first.
About that. My
About that.
Oh,
my
great.
car's in use. It'd be
What?
better for all of us.
So call it. Doesn't it respond to you like a dog?
Yeah.
Someone else has it. It's better for all of us if I don't say.
You didn't give it to the tentacle dude, did you?
It's being borrowed.
By your boss that you decided to agree to? The one that sent us to Tartarus?
Is his phone got signal?
Who's Liam's?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I take it from him and I call Astrid.
Right. Yeah, I'll meet
I
you
just
there.
take it out of his hand.
I'm heading.
and I-
I'm heading to the stairs. I'm going to the bar.
All right.
I imagine I'll get my phone
Fuck
back
this.
at some point.
I start walking towards
Yeah.
his apartment.
Fuck this. Ah.
Yeah.
Wait, how quickly do you do that? How
Like-
quickly do you do that?
Oh man, are you guys?
Are you waiting for me to go down the stairs? Because I'll let you do it if you wait for me to go down the stairs. But if you weren't waiting, I'm turning
I
on
don't
my
know.
heels.
How quickly does it take you to get to the stairs? Because I'm dialing your sister at this point.
I mean, it's down the hall. It's probably 35 seconds of a walk to get to
Okay.
the stairwell.
I tell you instead to go to the Four Seasons and wait in the lobby.
Me?
Yes. And I'll call Astrid
Why?
because we are going to get some weapons, we're going to get some gear, we're going to get some money, and we're going to figure out what the hell's going on. Do you have a computer in your apartment?
Liam shakes his head.
Fuck it, never mind. Okay, I turn around and start towards the doors to go back to the Four Seasons because I at least know I have a computer there.
All right.
Going
So
with him.
Astrid gets a phone call saying to go to the Four Seasons hotel. I take it the party's going there.
You're like, why is Vaya always answering his phone? Why are you always on his phone?
Because mine's not working and he didn't stop me from taking it and it has your number.
What alias were you checked in under?
Vaya Anderson.
All right. As you walk in, the clerk kind of stops you. Miss Anderson,
Yes.
We appreciate your stay at the Four Seasons. We've taken the liberty of packing your things. Your account has been closed.
Ah, fuck, I'm gonna have to deal with that now. Okay. That's fine. Where are my stuff?
They kind of gesture to next to the front door.
That
It's
way.
only like 2 or 3 bags.
Fuck, that's not all my crap. Okay. Is there at least a computer in there?
Yeah, your laptop will be in there.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll grab my crap. I'll pull my laptop out and see if whatever the closest safe house I have on that is there.
Yeah, go ahead and go to it.
Okay. And I'll say we should go here then. This is going to get very interesting.
As you take it, it's that same safe house as guys went to before.
Okay.
As you come into it though, it's empty. It's been cleared out. There's a little note pinned to the fridge, and it says, "You made a mess. Now I had to clean it up. Dash mom."
I'm gonna have to deal with my mother. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? Tartarus is loose.
I am. I'm going to the hospital to see if my Aunt Sarah's alive. I'm sick of dealing with all this bullshit. I need to go make sure my family's safe.
Oh,
This
boo.
Tartar shit is too much for me. There's too much going on.
I tend to agree. I think I'm going back to that building.
What building?
The one that we just escaped from.
Why?
Because obviously I'm some kind of clone or something, and
Yeah,
that's about the only place I'm going to get answers.
That's actually the least worrying news I heard today.
Well, we'll see if they can give me any answers, and if they can't, then I'll go bug my mom.
They're gonna kill
Well,
you.
my supposed mom. Interesting conundrum.
They're gonna kill you, is the thing.
But see, if they kill me, wouldn't they just bring me back as another one of the clones?
Brainwashed, probably. Or just a different clone. They probably wouldn't bring you back.
Yeah, true.
No.
Yeah, we'll see how this all turns out.
Godspeed.
Astrid, Liam, what are you doing?
You guys went to a room.
A safe house. It's been emptied out.
Is that at the hotel?
No, the room had been cleared out, so yeah.
So yeah, I showed up at the hotel and lobby.
We would have waited for you.
Oh. Well, probably just gonna pull Liam aside and ask what the hell's happened.
When you go to touch Liam, it's kind of hard to even force your hand to be in contact with him. Like, it's kind of like magnets repelling each other.
Just come over here for a second.
I'll oblige. I'll bite.
Mind filling me in? What's going on? Because you seem not right.
I do mind.
So, the hell happened to you?
This, with Ogma, wasn't for me. I see it now. It's all you need to know.
I do like it's like maybe an empathy and
I'm trying to do like an insight check.
yes, that's the word.
Yeah, give me a resolve plus empathy check.
And nothing.
Yeah, no, he seems like a quite the upstanding guy that would never tell you a lie, and everything that comes out of his mouth is the truth, as far as you're concerned.
So, where you're just gonna go about living like you're not the son of a god? Just gonna push that away and go back to working at a bar?
Let me ask you. You going to live your life like you're his child? After all these years. He didn't care for you. Showed up days ago. Takes a claim to it. I won't have it. Not for me, at least.
I have no intention of living my life for him. I have every intention of taking advantage of the perks and doing something worthwhile with it.
That's what I thought. Until he called me, asking me to do things for him. Now, of all times. For when I finally don't need him. It's bullshit.
What did he ask you to do that was... Just tell me what happened.
No. You'll understand. Later. I'm gonna go leave. I'm gonna go find a drink.
All right. Friggin' Shiloh Ren over there. Kind of rolls out. And what are you doing, Astrid?
I'm gonna let him leave. That seems like the best thing to do at the moment.
I mean, for someone, for God's sake, just please try to restrain Liam at this point. Let's see how that goes. Let's get the whole party together.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
see what happens.
That'd be quite an experience.
Actually, yeah, you know what? That actually seems like a good idea.
Oh no!
Oh,
On second thought,
this is great. I love this.
initial thought is, yeah, let him leave and go have his temper tantrum somewhere else and
No, this is great.
work
I
out
can
his
work
daddy
with this.
issues.
I can work with this.
But on second thought, we were supposed to be in it together. He's bitching out. So as he goes to walk away, I'm just gonna grab his shoulder to like turn him around.
All right. Liam, what are you doing?
I'm going to take
the 2 buttons off the top of my shirt. I'm going to
Alright.
reveal what's on my chest now. This new thing, this thing that she hasn't seen yet. What does it look like?
So, as he spins around in this hole of shadow, kind of makes contact with the light, it kind of like pulses, and it's like it's almost outstretching, trying to get out. But as he is kind of like staring daggers at Astrid, it looks like it's starting to spread outwards. Black inky veins start to spread throughout Liam's chest.
This.
I kind of like jump back, kind of like pull my hand back, recoiling from it.
Do we all see this or just her?
I don't know how soon did this altercation happen before you guys left? Because I know you all were headed to separate spots.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
First things first. How invested are you in these other people's lives?
Adrian is focusing on family right now.
All right, and Vaya.
Out of everyone here, the only one that hasn't caused her extreme problems is Astrid.
Well, that's a first.
Well,
No, Liam got us swallowed by the stupid tentacle thing, and Adrian's just the pictures and no.
Fair enough.
So honestly, not that invested. She's trying to figure out what the heck is going on with herself.
all right.
Not
cool.
real happy with the self-discovery she's made recently, and this whole mother situation is pissing her off.
All right. So, no, it's just Astrid there in the middle of in the Four Seasons lobby with Liam, chest bared.
Growing up with my
What the
uncle,
hell did you do?
I made a deal.
At the word deal, it's almost as if the shadows start to coalesce around Liam and begin to snap into place. It almost looks like it's forming a weird type of glass armoring around him.
I found myself reflexively reaching for my gun that is unfortunately not there.
What, are you gonna kill me?
Apparently not. I feel like I should, since we were supposed to do this together, and suddenly, it's too much for you? So you go dark side and sell your soul or whatever the hell you did? Thought I finally had someone who I could trust. You know what? You want to be evil? Go be evil. I didn't know you until a couple days ago.
It's been a few weeks.
Okay. I didn't know you until a couple weeks ago. Time flies when you're dying a lot. You're almost dying a lot.
Is your father worried about me?
He was up until a point. He told me he was concerned with you, that you were in trouble, and then suddenly said that you weren't his concern anymore. I'm guessing when that happened.
Right. I'm in great pain. I'm gonna leave now. I'm walking out of the building.
All right.
God, you had the whole party together for all of 5 minutes, Dan.
We just can't stay together.
I did my best. All right. You guys do whatever the hell you want. Uh, so, with this happening, this last kind of split that just happened, we're gonna come into some downtime. You guys have roughly the next few days. We'll start with Liam. What are you doing over the course of the next week?
I'm going to the Club Lotus. People are missing, correct? Somehow, let's say 7 people stopped showing up to work, including the boss. Well, I've still got some connections there. I'm gonna show up like I own the place. How does it go
Alright.
for me?
When you walk in, 7 people that were missing are still working like nothing's happened.
I'm gonna go back to my apartment.
All right.
Are the bodies still there?
The bodies are still there, but at this point, you can't really tell if there are the people that you thought they were originally. The only one when you went to the club that you didn't see was Trevor. And he was the one that was on your floor. You can clearly see his face. Everybody else's face kind of looks bruised and broken enough to where you can't really discern if this was them or if it was just a random person off the street.
Right.
But it doesn't change the fact that you have 7 dead bodies in your apartment.
Well, using the shady exit of Club Lotus, I head to the underworld.
All right. Looking for anything in particular?
Body disposal. Perhaps an organization disguised as a catering company or something. I imagine if you took carts on an elevator, you could pack a couple of caddies, head in and out, and nobody would notice the smell if you're quick enough.
Yeah, I'll say after like digging around for a little bit, like your boss is inconspicuously or conspicuously gone from Club Lotus. You're not really sure what the fuck's going on there, but you do find yourself a catering company or a cleaning company that will happily, for a price, come in and clean up all the mess that you made. No questions asked.
Excellent.
And is that pretty much what you're doing with your week?
I'm also going to start a rumor about the boss that he's connected to these jackal asses, as I call them.
This mysterious cult, his disappearance is tied to it. It's pretty easy to try to draw lines between his disappearances and their attacks, even if they're not connected. I want the people I work with not to trust him. Trevor's gone missing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Strange timing how it plays out with those terror attacks. Our boss didn't like him anyway.
All right. We'll do some stuff with that later. And then we'll go over to Vaya. You have a week. What are you doing?
First thing I'm doing is probably going to my mother's temple to confront her about some of the stuff that's going on.
All right. You get to the temple, and as you come in, people know who you are. You don't have to say
Crap.
anything. You don't like. It's just a thing. Like you're a Scion. You give off an air now. So as you go in, people can pretty much clear out right away.
Okay.
But as you're praying or trying to commune with your mom, the first day she doesn't respond. Do you come back on a second?
I'm torn. I would say she would come back the second day, maybe the third, depending on
All right.
how much she could find out on her computer.
So on the second day, Vaya finds out that like pretty much all of her bank accounts have been drained.
Mhm.
Her IDs have been reported to be false. She has the one and some money now. Like whatever she had in liquid cash that she carried on her. She doesn't really have much else.
Okay.
Anything that was like in surplus given from the research center has been taken back.
Okay.
And on the third day, when she goes to pray to her mother or commune with her at the temple again, her mother would answer and grace her with an appearance.
Okay. Definitely have some questions for you right now, Mother.
I have some answers for you, daughter.
Care to explain the experiments?
Care to explain the failure?
I'm sorry. You gave me no warning. Axe is much more powerful than you led me to believe. You told me nothing. What did you expect to happen? These were worthless against him.
Research? Planning? Not blind attack because you met him one time and tried to snog him in a bathroom?
Yes, and when I tried to do research and find out anything, your hell told me nothing of interest.
Because you went to hell? That's your research? You went back to your place of birth to investigate X. Tell me, how did you come to the conclusion to go to that place to find out more about X? You tell me that.
Simple. It was all I had. I told you I lost my memories, or maybe I never had them.
But what tied X to that place?
It was a lead.
How? How was it a lead on X?
It was information that I was given on my computer that I had solid data on, and nobody else seemed to be able to tell me anything.
It was a lead on you, my dear. It was information you were seeking about yourself. I gave you a mission to
Mm-hmm.
kill X. And before you even did research on that, you caused chaos for me. So, yes, I have taken what I have given. You may keep your pitiful life. I don't want it.
Hmm.
But you will receive no more aid from me.
Then I guess I should go track down X and see what he's doing.
Have fun.
She will leave, but when she does, no, she won't. She'll just leave. She just ups and leaves her, and she will start trying to track down X with her computer for the rest.
All right. Um, X is probably the notoriously hard to track down out of the three. Um, he's always, even though he's frequently caught on camera or something, by the time you get there, the spaces that like people post him up on social media at, he's gone. He's doing something else. He's helping somebody else. He's doing some other heroic feats fitted for a Scion.
Okay.
You know, shaking babies and kissing hands, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Um, but the other two, you could probably easily meet up with either Nick or Heba.
Let's go with Nick.
All right. You track Nick down probably on the fifth day of your.
Okay.
He's just kind of chilling in a coffee shop, watching particularly fine people walk by.
Do you always just drink coffee?
It's a habit of mine to stay caffeinated.
She'll sit down with him.
Do you always just sit down at places you're not invited to?
It makes my life interesting.
Hmm. So what can I do for you, young one?
I'm kind of looking for X.
Hmm. Aren't we all looking for X? Didn't you try to kill him?
Yeah. This time I promise I won't.
And didn't he throw a toilet at you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You might be able to see fun times again if I can catch up with him.
Hmm. You know, as much as I would love to see that, and I would love to see X throw a toilet again. Trust me. I'm gonna have to politely decline.
And why would that be?
X isn't too fond of you.
I kind of picked that up. Let me handle that. You just tell me where he's going to be and I'll randomly show up. No connection to you.
How about you'll know where he's at in the next day or two,
Okay.
and then you can come and meet him then.
Sounds good.
And he'll stand up and say, "Well, ma'am, it has been a pleasure, but you and the company you keep generally tracked problems, so I'm going to take my leave before I catch any."
I'm trying to avoid them people right now. They're much more trouble than they're worth. Tartarus is not fun.
Tartarus?
Yes.
Why do you mention Tartarus?
One of the guys I was with made some deal with, I don't even know what he was, the owner of Lotus. Guess he had tentacles. No clue what was going on there. And the next thing I know, me and one of them happened to be in Tartarus. And he has been released. just thought you might want to know.
When did Tartarus get released?
5 days ago?
4 or 5 days ago, you released a massive titan, one of the originals before the gods, and you just now seem fit to tell me?
Hey, I asked for a favor, you turned it down. And anyways, you guys are hard to find.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Where will he be?
He just kind of walks off. He's like, and as he's walking out, he's like, ask Tartarus. Adrian.
Yes.
What are you doing for your week?
The moment she leaves the Four Seasons, she goes to the hospital to try and find Aunt Sarah.
Right.
Does she find Aunt Sarah?
Yes.
Is she alive?
No.
I burn the hospital down.
Too late. You already said it.
Well, I guess she just goes home then. She's just gonna go home, clean up a bit, and eventually she'll get to reading that letter that she got like a day ago.
All right, I forgot about that letter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find it. Do you want me to send it to you?
Sure.
All right. Where's your handsome mug at?
Right here.
Oh. There you go.
Oakley dokley.
Anything else that Adrian is doing?
She's going to try and find her Aunt Nancy. Given what little clue she has.
All right. Everywhere that Adrian looks, it's just kind of the Daedalus Enterprises has something to do with her disappearance. You're not really sure why she was captured in the first place. They don't like anything you look into, searching the deep part of the web, looking for any kind of theories. They don't usually take prisoners or hostages or anything, and neither do the jackals. So you're not really sure what's going on. Seems to be like the first case of kidnapping you can tell.
Cool.
Anything else you want to do?
They obviously want Adrian, which is the only reason why they would kidnap her aunt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's just gonna try and find him again. Try and find any sign of the jackals.
All right.
So the only clues she's had are what clues has she had? Last game that one angel thing helped her out. What did it say? Just like don't waste this chance or something, and like they use some sort of dimension thing. Ooh, she can try and research the circle that she found, the magic, because she found some stuff on that. See if she can reverse.
Which circle are you talking about?
The one they used to disappear from that room before she could grab Nancy. Remember, they.
Oh, right. No, I got you. So let me try. All right. So with the research that you're able to put together and everything, you're able to tell that the the circle they used was a portal to or a portal through Terra Incognita.
Hmm.
So it's largely similar to the one that you walked through when you got out of Tartarus.
Hmm.
These portals are connected to thinner places where the two planes butt up against each other. And with the right runes in the right order, can take you to a different place wholly. If you put them in the wrong order, you could end up in Asgard or Helheim or, you know,
And
Tartarus or
right.
Mount Olympus, things like that, or a random battlefield. You never know.
Right.
But the combinations are endless, and you know now that with enough divinity built up in one area, you could just accidentally open one of these.
Right.
Which, coming to it, is probably how you and Vaya ended up in Tartarus.
Right. Because the one guy. It just happened that we fell through into Tartarus. Um. Well, she's gonna take that knowledge and go straight to a temple to her mother, Saraswati.
All right. Um, when you get there, what you doing?
I'm gonna try and call her, pray, whatever I need to do, light some incense, sacrifice a goat. I don't know, whatever needs to happen.
All right. She doesn't come grace you with a visit, but she does talk to you in your head.
Hmm.
What is it that you need?
I need to find my aunt.
She is hidden even from us. I cannot help you in this matter.
Where could she be that she'd be hidden from the gods, especially a god of knowledge like you?
There's plenty of places that are hidden from gods. We are not omnipresent.
Okay, where are those places? I'll write them down and I'll figure it out myself then.
The list is too long to name.
Jackals, where would jackals go?
Jackals might be associated with the Egyptian faith. I can't say for sure, and I can't send you there with a bloodlust. You will start a war between that we cannot afford to fight.
All I want is my aunt back. I only have one now.
I cannot do anything to help.
This is your fault. You made me this way.
Hmm. You accepted.
I did. So I guess it's my fault too. It's always my fault. Whatever. If you're not going to help me, I'll find a way myself. Anything, any advice you want to give me in not starting a war? Because otherwise I'm just going in guns blazing.
You're a Scion. You can make your own decisions.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, well, bye. She'll just leave.
All right. And last but not least, Crystal, what is Astrid doing for a week?
Well, immediately following Liam leaving, she's going to go to the hotel bar and angrily drink and try and figure out which person she is more mad at, Liam or their dad.
All right. No matter how much you drink, you can't seem to get drunk tonight. You're not sure what's going on with that. But every time you take another drink, set one down, the condensation on the bar starting to look a little funny. You're like, oh, maybe I am getting drunk. Then you realize it spells out seals.
I'm gonna flip off the bars.
The bartender's like,
Yeah.
lady, I think you've had enough. It's time to pay your tab and to go home.
You put it on the name Anderson. I'm gonna get up and walk out.
That's great. All right.
So yeah, after that, I'm gonna do some idle research, trying to figure out what these seals are and what's been broken and which ones are remaining and why the hell it matters.
So, through the 5 days you have, you pour through research. Like, you pretty much are in your apartment all day, all night. Just, you might walk out to a temple or like the Temple of Ogma to grab a few books and everything. Nobody impedes your process. A few times you walk into other temples of other Scions and you borrow books, and they give them to you willingly. And you've created quite a collection. You realize that all these different things that the seals have in common, they talk about one prophecy that have 7 seals. You remember your father saying something about 6 being broken already. The seals that you see are mass sacrifice, slaughtering of a grieving mother, killing of potential unknown, slaying of the guardian, deal broken of the divine, spilling fated blood on holy ground, and sacred soil desecrated. Now, through process of elimination, you realize that 5 of these seals you and your friends broke.
Unexpected that.
Hell, you're probably the one that broke the first one. But the last seal that is left, after all of the ones that you have sifted through, is to spill fated blood on holy ground.
Faded or fated?
Fated.
Okay.
All the prophecies loosely tie in the bindings of a Titan somehow. You're not really sure what the languages are broken, and through translations throughout the years, things have been lost. So you can't really clearly translate what's supposed to happen, but as far as you can assume, it's supposed to just something with a tightening.
All right. Not sure I want to like involve other people again. It seems to go poorly. All right, so I'm going to send a message to Adrian and Vaya, telling them that I know something about the seals and end of the world and the apocalypse and all that. We should meet up. And I'm going to send a text to Liam apologizing for, I don't know, being a crappy sister. And that because even if Dad doesn't care anymore, but I still do, and if he needs help, he can ask.
Oh. All right. So all three of you get text around the same time. Are you going to go meet up? Or are you just blowing it off?
Yeah.
You're blowing it off?
Adrian's blowing it off.
And you, Vaya?
Vaya will go out of pure interest, but she does text back, if it means the gods burn, then why should we care?
I'm pretty sure more than the text back. Like, I'm pretty sure more than God's really burning.
She shows up, but she's not happy.
And Liam, are you showing up?
I mean, I didn't invite him anywhere. I was just,
Oh.
I was just telling him.
That'll answer it for you. I'm at Lotus.
All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it here for the night. I've done all I can to get this party together. But on my soul, I can't keep them in the same place for more than 5 minutes. But anyway, we'll see how that plays out for them. But yeah, no, this has been Penny for Tale, Scion, episode 10. I am Daniel, the GM, and it has been a great time inviting everybody here back to come play and kicking off our horror month, all of October. We're doing horror, or trying to make horror-based themes. But yeah, so I hope you guys had a good time. I'm just gonna go through and reintroduce the cast before we go. We had Jacob as Adrian. We had Ashley as Vaya, Crystal as Astrid, and we had Ian directing tonight as Liam. Please do come see us on Sunday for Age of Ashes. Pathfinder. Liam. Ian is directing that. And there's
Saturday for Static Dawn.
Static Dawn. There's other games that you
and
should check
check
out
the
too.
schedule if you're on Twitch. Just go down. We've got the stream schedule.
There's a whole stream schedule.
It's a hoot. Also, subscribe and follow.
Do that. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Catch you guys later. So bye.